Needs to be careful. Shots being landed, but no, not finding the knocks. It will soak up a couple of meds, but Extreme Slayers have been quiet this game. They haven't really had to expend too much to get to their position. Up Nano goes, and down goes Holes. Yet again, finding the knock. Trying to find the spray as well, challenging those shots, challenging the angles, and Pokers might be able to get a side swipe. Noshi around the edge, but there's the drive down. Nano goes down as the buggy flies over the road, around the side as well. Ulysses is spotted, and Pappy's done so much work, allowed the Slayers to move into position. Pokers gets the flush, but what can be done by the rest of the team? The M249 not going to work on out, as Ulysses going to be bringing it back into a 2 versus 2, but that's taken down into a 1 versus 2 as Pokers cannot weather the storm. And from the beaches, Extreme Slayers rise. Vodafone.
You're dead right, me.
Dexter? Never mind, I apologize.
Most likely that's going to be punished. That is the replay. Oh my lord. Fight, but they have that last player. Okay, I speak too soon. He gets taken out by
on the northern side. Pepahala swung out wide, away from the team. Oh dear. Oh dear. Out in the back. Mihi just pulls up. No mercy. Swings it in. Buggy Droven and just the seat swap to finish it. Very, very nice. 5 kills. I feel like they have a powerhouse here.
I get why Destiny moved away, but they moved away a little bit too early. Calamos gets a squad wipe to double kill. Oh, fantastic. TSC. They have the tree, but the angles from Duxan could create the pinch onto TSC.
Oh dear, Yaya now last standing. Looking to try and peek out. You need to do something. I mean, you know you're out in the open, but you know exactly where these players are. They're moving on in. Both players up and running. They know they have the upper hand. Tam not getting rezzed either. Will be flushed out by the play zone. Swinging out wide. Yaya gets a tickle. Gets a little bit of damage. Swings out. Tries to get the challenge. Tries to isolate them. Tries to get the upper foot. Duxan low around the side of the tree. Big make their push. And out wide. Duxan doesn't quite find it. Goes down. And Yaya behind. Needs to pull out a big shot here. It looks like he's down to the K9. Needs to find a big shot. One shot is all it's going to take. Swap around the side, looks for more, finds it, doesn't land it, doesn't plant it, and cannot find the ending. Big clutch it out. It
it enters and then left. Nice shots though from Sarah33.
It's like that scene in Pirates of the Caribbean where he puts the bomb inside his chest and then pushes him out of the moonlight. It's very, very good.
So you mean Pirate of the Caribbean?
I'll say Pirate of the Caribbeans, as Max calls it.
They are right on the edge of the circle, so the next one should define the playing field.
Perfect.
Just me.
Perfect.
It's a good thing because I like to see teams thinking differently, but when so many do it, it cancels it out.
A little bit of a scuffle, Chessmat Gaming and LMV. At the moment, first casualty goes to LMV. Talon pushing up, trying to get retribution around the...
prioritize the end of this phase 4. Seems like 2 of them don't want to give up. That's a good split of 2-2, while Dexter tries to wrap around the hill.
Need uphill from right. Need to try and get those off angles, as you say, but the push is coming through. This is really heads up. They know there's only one player. Not really getting anything for the pan.
Happened in the PMPL game.
Yeah, well, it's not going to happen here. Unfortunately, Kapahana.
Keep out, but 2 knocks coming through onto Game Lord here, so Kazmak haven't let up just yet, John.
Chessmat Gaming, they do take a knock in response.
The next circle shifts down the southwest flank, and that means this position, this fight, is pretty strong and very important. Dexter gets that one cooked on board. It's his second knock. 3 has to do a little bit similar this time around, only very much on land, but Bujo knocks him off on board of this day 2 Eastern Stars. Stay together as a full squad. Athos pulls it in, but the vehicle blows up, and that is Mizawa cleaning that one up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a Destiny war.
Aren't leaving just yet, and they're going to be hampered when they do by each other. That's Exquisite Decode UK and Eastern Stars both having to leave as we get on board with the fight. The nade going in really potentially, but no. Dives down the hill, goes out wide, and actually finds himself in the middle of a fight. Has to fall back just a little bit. More damage coming through under the US. Beautiful spray down. Albert falls, and now it's just Mitchie at the back for excuse me, and it's swiftly dealt with. Game Lord found in the meantime. Team Doom still taking heavy punishment. They move straight on up and straight into the waiting arms of Goldie from Big, but he goes down. A really nice drop shot there from Texi, able to hop out the vehicle and go for gold. Is looking to get the flush as well, finding 1 point. Big. Their position now a little bit more tenuous. Texi down in the side, doing a lot of work for Destiny, but they're both low. Mihi out for vengeance. We're going to try and pop those nades in, getting that cook on up, needs to bounce it nicely past the vehicle. That's good. It's going to find one and the second as well. Bobbles it down, and that's Destiny down.
That Destiny's going to do more tricks. We'll find the players. That's going to be one not happening more, and they still have at least one player we can see that's going to be trying to go for it, but again, so close, they will spot him through the building, and the spray, he's going to fall down.
Lovely, through the gap in
No,
the
but it's going to take a
wood.
long time. And now we can see actually, that is interesting. GameLord's going to be bringing more troops on the scene. So we can see finally Algo's going to fall down. Mozar's going to find Kashi at the same time. Mozaro dealing the damage from the inside, tries to free fire on the doorway. And two guys from the GameLord, they are holding the place. Texi is going to be crawling. Mozaro needs to get that done. He's do it as well. There's going to be more people and tries to reload, and they will go for it. Who's going to Mozaro with the proning will get it done. He's going to be getting those kills now, finally getting some results, but that was a very struggling start for the fight, I gotta say.
Be shooting at that vehicle, so I do appreciate that from 4 Romanian boys. Day of Sirens now coming in through the north of the river. You have Excuse Me in apartments for now. That's a really good position in apartments for phase 2.
But then I think one is going to be without it, but now we can see that they're going to be jumping on the vehicle, so they will get the people out of the
that
scene.
focus from Vodafone Giants has been in the water for the last 5 to 7 minutes. I'm sure he didn't think that anchor point would prove to be effective in this game, but by GameLord.
Yeah. So difficult circle to get inside. So the teams who are holding a place, because he actually Explicit Decoy now going up for the game. Lord's going to be having that spray. Super Young sort of cross is going to be taken down at the same time.
You're a bit worried about it. Vodafone Giants actually chimed in there, took down Linu, who was taking a practice position with.
What?
Whoa! In a great position. Day of Sirens just about making their way in, and Conquerors are finally within the circle now. Will be licking their wounds that will be inflicted by the blue earlier on. And Vodafone Giants down towards Kampong. That was a cheeky swing from Alicia.
Able to go all the way nice and close with that ghillie suit in the long grass, making himself known at the right moment there. Reznov with the backup as well. Teammates pouring in the vehicles, and now they swarm over the hillside. Down into the water, into the cave, Team Doomfall, and it's their only chance at retribution. Well, look at this. Exquisite Decode UK, they want more.
That was some good stuff from Exquisite Decode UK. You like to see it. That was like them flowing over the hillside like a napalm. So really well done to them. And Team Doom just absolutely could not deal with it.
Try to see what sort of position they can find. Big are waiting in the wings here. Super Young roster have managed to find landfall. Dwarf goes down. Goodness me, Dora with the drive-by. Really nice spray, but Beast makes short work of it. Back up, maybe going to go down the hill to keep Big at all 4 alive, but he's down as well, and they need to be careful because the Vodafone Giants are just in the wings too.
Yeah, Sebi's already moved up with another player. And realistically, a lot of times you just got to be considering that, you know what, you can't make it to that compound. You have to play Snake. Okay.
Oh no, Pappy, how did Pappy go down there? Okay, 2 players down for the Eastern Stars. Extremes players managed to find the flush there onto Octavian. They are only 1 player standing. After Kapahala running around, these are 2 players you do not want to mess with. Muzi that for the Extreme Slayers. Looks for the flush, we'll be able to find it. Eastern Stars now confirmed down to 2. Athis trying to find some ankles where he can and actually shoots out. Muzi stays alive and Eastern Stars eliminated.
I'm not sure it's the best idea in the world, but Exquisite Decode UK will now go down in 5th. It wasn't a bad run considering the unfortunate tidings that hit them earlier on in the game there with 4 Romanian boys, but now it's Vodafone Giants coming against LMV. Sebi right along the window side. Got to keep his wits about him.
Super Young roster made it all the way to 4th. I didn't even notice Ali healing out in the blue. I mean, I said I didn't think he had to. Everyone waiting to make that first breach. That first move could be critical.
I do like what Vodafone Giants are doing at the moment. Sebi's going to make some big happen. Fights!
Oh, he's sprayed them all down!
But they have a very good spot, like you're saying, John.
Conqueror, they're all the way on the southwest north, really in their way for this next move. Doom.
Making this one look easy.
Look how proactive they've been. Time and time again, they're pushing into these positions. And as soon as they get that flush, they know that they need to take this hillside. They take this ridgeline and counter GameLord's spot. Because now look at the position they have. Reznov even moving all this way forward past this smoke screen. And GameLord are penned in.
Oh yeah, Reznov moves a little bit further forward. Spot is the player, but... Oh, one down! Oh, there's another!
gets a double, runs 2 over, and now it's just Akashi. He's going for insult to injury, and he could triple up, but no, he has to drop out. Resnov finally going down. The Road Warrior himself taken out, but the position is given up. An exquisite decode UK put on a mark. Costi just peppering the ground around them, and I have no idea how they managed to even get this far. First knock does come through, and actually it's to a crash. The vehicle did start to go up in smoke, and they know that, given that they're all 4, it's going to be real tricky. There's nothing you can do against Costi's position. There's nothing you can do against Costi's position. Through soon. Romanian boys moving. Super Young roster moving the same position. They know each other's positions, they know where each other are. The question is, how many more guns do you have? A really nice rundown there. 3 players in a car, it's dangerous, but it does afford you the ability to shoot on these road combat situations. 4 Romanian boys now crash up into a compound and try and control it. All 3 of them delivered on a silver platter. How many spray downs can they get? As 4 Romanian boys try to hold out, but it's good for Super Young roster right now. They've managed to take 2, and only 1 remains. Sarah left standing, left in a 1 versus 2. There's the burn to try and control Result, but it's not going to happen. Faker, low, looking to heal up. Result puts in that utility, repositioned by the nade there from Sarah as he jumps over the wall, gets behind the cracks and takes the fight. Result now close combat. Will dispatch for Romania boys. Super Young roster, they win the run on the northern side. Needs to be worried about, but Will gets spotted out in the grass. Actually taking the fight with Octavian and taking it to him as well. Up and going for it, but Will low and out in the open. There's really not much more you can do. Octavian took half HP, but even that is probably more than Will should have been able to get there. Okay.
What?
All right, Octavian.
Okay,
So enough
two guys remaining. There's a surprising. And what do we have here? Mango. He's going to go on the tree.
Okay, that is some fantastic parkour. Yeah, I suppose you can call it parkour. Fantastic talent. Didn't know he was so versatile as a player. And then just
so they have taken this place. Vodafone Giants, they will take the position, but we do have Team Doob. At the same time, they want to third party the whole situation.
Lovely.
Finds one. CB's gonna fall down. Mornet's gonna be thrown to the, I guess it's a bus, but they will try to find the corner of the building, and that might do some damage. CB cannot be yet revived, but they have 3 guys on that building. Flush is gonna happen. Those 0, and who's gonna find that one? And now they need to start that battle. The sprays are coming in. Gonna fall down. Vodafone Giants will get some casualties as well. 0 gets to the scene. And now they are rushing things. They will just get inside, and they want to destroy the team inside. And the last guy on the building gonna be hiding on the stairs will go for the second floor, and Team Doom, they will just follow. And Nano, can he do something about?
Okay, so it wasn't the perfect engagement from Deus Sirens, but that off angle by Sakura was absolutely integral to them turning it around. Every time Eastern Star.
Yeah, the nade actually didn't go inside of the building, but we'll put a second one, and that might deal some damage, but it seems Bassy's gonna be dodging that nade, and we can see Yatim already going inside of the building, gonna be trying to challenge Bassy, gotta wait for the right timing. That's the thing here, and then we can see players falling down. There's Deus Sirens moving more players to the scene. Also, same applies for the Eastern Stars as well, so I think we have the 4-man stack completely on this location. Then all the, the players on the other side, there we go, the trade is gonna happen with this Sakura finding Bassy. That's gonna be 1, and more casualties will happen as we have knocks on the both sides. So Octavian goes for the revival, and the other 2 members from the Eastern Stars, they will try to take the angles from the windows and the doorways to kind of like allow that to happen.
I think one mistake maybe Deus Sirens are making is going for the revives. It's allowing Eastern Stars to push in a lot further. And that's going to be Octavian onto Yatim, but another one by Luna gets a double knock onto the players of Eastern Stars. This is the opening. Will Deus Sirens win probably the first team fight of the PMPL? I would love to see it happen, especially against the might of Eastern Stars.
Yeah, fosses are happening as well, so at least Eastern Stars, they will have some casualties, that's for a fact. And now we can see Atis going outside of the building, gonna be realized.
Oh no.
Dangerous inside, there we go. Kapahala is getting to the scene with a shot. There we go, that's a bang. Luna falls down straight from the pipe of the shotgun, but now we do have other knocks happening.
There you go, Sakura.
Sakura's gonna find that angle, gets the flush as well, and that's gonna be huge for Deus Sirens. That's gonna be very bad for Eastern Stars, gonna be down as a whole. They will fall down. And that's, my friend, a very, very